Welcome to Live at 5. My name's Jake, and if you're not aware, we're doing a giveaway for a Nano Ledger S. So this is our incentive for you guys to subscribe. We'll be giving it away at 1,000 subscribers. So what's going on this weekend? Well, is there going to be a crypto rally? Will altcoins and Bitcoin move up this weekend? That's what we're going to be talking about.
Start with CoinGecko and just take a look at what's up for the 24-hour. We see Bitcoin's 1.7% up, Ethereum 6.2%, but I want to see really what's up. So we can see Celsius Networks up 12% for the day, Chainlink's up 6% for the day, Ethereum's up 6%, Crypto.com, CRO token up 5.9% for the day. BAT token, basic attention token. What a rad browser to check out too. If you're unfamiliar with the project, highly recommend it. I do use the BAT browser. I love getting paid for my data. So anyways, great projects. KuCoin KCS token up 5.4% for the day. So that's always fun to take a look at and get an idea of market health. Let's go ahead and also see where is the volume in today's money going. So all the money going into crypto, I want to know where's that volume. So we'll stick to 1 day. We'll go to volume. And you can see that the majority of volume's gone into BTC, with it being next proportionately Ethereum. But over here, you can see Luna. So Luna Terra is one of our favorite projects on this channel, and it's actually going to be the altcoin that we'll be talking about later in the charts. So now that we know what we're going to be going into, let's go ahead and dive right into the charts. So as you can see, started on Terra, but let's start at the beginning. We like to start here with the total market cap. So this is all of the money invested into cryptocurrency, including Bitcoin, Ethereum, and all of the alts, which creates this beautiful chart that we look at that is currently worth, as of now, $1.675 trillion. So we have been as high as, I believe, 3. Let's go ahead and get a confirmation on that. We've been as high as $2.96 trillion in the peak of this market. So we're excited to break the $3 trillion mark, but currently we're about 48 to 50% below that level. So what does this chart tell us? This chart actually tells us some positive things, and I think this is pretty hopeful. Definitely not confirmation yet, but very hopeful so far. And let's figure out why. So as you can see, one of our favorite indicators, Market Cipher, and if you're unfamiliar with them, check them out below. But this indicator below is called Market Cipher B. And this is one of our favorite indicators. And what you can see is what's called the VWAP, which is representing the amount of money coming back into the market. And right here are positive points in this indicator. So Market Cipher B is a satisfied indicator. Let's see what Market Cipher A is showing us. And let me remind you, we're on 6-hour candles, and we generally want to look for something along the lines of a 12 to 14 plus in numerical value when we're looking at our Market Cipher A indicators. And right here, you can see we've gone from a 15 to a 16 with a -5 above, which, courtesy of our AI indicators, is a very bullish sentiment for the 6-hour candle. So we can slide over here for the day and see how do they feel about crypto going into the weekend. And it looks like they're fairly positive in sentiment in regards to crypto and going into the weekend. But let me remind you guys, the weekends are the moments of the least amount of liquidity in the market. And less liquidity makes it easier to manipulate. So be careful when we don't have the stability of the institutional investors during the week to provide the liquidity necessary for our markets to be stable. So that's why we generally do not encourage people to be going into the markets and making any kind of irrational decision on the weekends, or trying to make some sort of decision or dictate the trend of the market on the weekend. But enough of total market cap. Let's go ahead and look at the vital signs for all of our favorites, and that is the altcoins. And let me tell you guys, this is one of my favorite charts in the last few hours. This is starting to show really bullish sentiment. You can see Market Cipher B down here has a what we call a buy dot, this green little dot right here. It's a positive encouragement showing the market has turned around. Generally, when you see green dots, it's a uptrend shortly after. So we can take a look at what happens the last time we had green dot representations. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 uptrend candles on 6 hours. Over here, we had our green dot. We had 1, 2, 3, 4 6-hour candles of uptrend. Over here, we had another green dot, and we proceeded up to about 8 or 9 6-hour candles of uptrend. So this is definitely not a trend reversal, but this shows some possible relief in the near future and hopefully a relief rally over this weekend. So let's go ahead and slide into our favorite, Bitcoin. This is the backbone of the crypto market, and let's see what this chart's telling us. So as you can see, we're chilling on the day candles. On 1-day candles, each candle represents a 24-hour period. And as we discussed earlier, we're looking for higher numbers below and lower numbers above for our market cipher indicators to be telling us that this is a positive or upward trend momentum. And we've gone from a 17 to a 20 with a -5 above. So the ratio there is a positive sentiment insinuating that we'll have at least some form of upward momentum for the next day or two. So I'm hopeful going into the market. I like seeing our market cipher B indicators, which are definitely insinuating the same story and showing that we can expect some form of upward momentum, at least going into the weekend. Now, let me remind you guys, this is only short-term analytics. This is 24 to 48 hour analytics. Because when we go over to the chart that really is telling us a story, this is the chart that we're trying to break you guys into the habit of looking at on a daily basis. This is the dollar and this is Bitcoin. So on the top chart, we have Bitcoin, and on the bottom chart, we have the US dollar represented in an index. And this is, you can look up the ticker DXY under index in TradingView and pull this chart up. As you can see, the dollar has actually had nothing but bullish momentum since we've been talking about it the last few days. And yesterday on our stream, it had 96 cents on the dollar of purchasing power, and today we're up to 97 and a quarter. And that's something to pay attention to. The dollar is showing uh, unusual strength, and that's not really a great sign for any of our asset classes or asset investments. That being said, this chart up here is showing some hopeful relief on the Bitcoin bloodshed that we've been seeing. And you can see our indicators are at least hoping for the next 22 to 48 hours of positive upward momentum. So I would like to see Bitcoin start to test its 50 EMA, and I'd really like to see Bitcoin break above its 200 EMA. And that's when we'll be excited about this market again. Until then, all we can do is watch it every day.
I think this is pretty much going to wrap it up. Thank you guys for stopping by. We really appreciate you. And have a good weekend. And honestly, I wouldn't do anything too drastic, anything too crazy. Just keep watching your moving averages and your support and resistance line. So with that being said, guys, remember to stay happy, healthy,
wealthy. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy your weekend. C3 over and out.